All right. I got a quick story for you, and I call this Practice Pays. Practice Pays. So every Monday, Jen and Meg over here at the Mortgage Marketing Animals headquarters, they run a members only session that they call Dialed In. And I love Dialed In. It's every Monday from 2 to 3 every week. And it's very simple. What they do is they do scripting, role play, tightening up the words, and basically, what all that results is getting your confidence up before you ever pick up the phone, because we all know the phone's where the money is, and loan officers and other industries, I guess, spend just incredible amounts of money, all to avoid the number one activity that brings in the most business, which pick up the phone. And so we don't run away from the phone. We embrace it because we embrace wealth and freedom for loan officers, and the phone is the key to making that happen. So this past Monday, Meg asked a question that I absolutely love. I love it every time she asks this. It's like, hey, how about some wins? Like, what's working? Give me some wins that you had. And within minutes on this one quick wins call, dialed in where they're doing like role playing. It's kind of the main thing they do is kind of role playing. And Kelly Collins, who's a member of the Alliance that myself and Jimmy do, she said her win was she got 6 contracts in that day. Six. That day. That's not what she's doing for the rest of the month, just for that day. Paulina Ramos, 3 closings on Friday. Kim Bogas, one of my favorite people, locked 2 loans that day. This was on a Monday. Christine Smith, another MMA member, 4 closings last Friday. 2 of them are refis. Laura DiStefano, another MMA member, 2 contracts over the week and 2 refis. So a total of 4 deals for the week. Right. Tom Snyder, another MMA member, worked an open house, picked up 4 clients, and put in 1 offer already. So, number one, kudos for all of those people making things happen. Right. And that's a representation of what happened on that day's call. Isn't it interesting that all those people have all this action are on this thing called Dialed In, where they're honing their craft about having conversations? But I want to tell you that none of those wins would have happened, or none of those wins did happen, because they felt motivated. Nope, not what happened. It happened because they were prepared when it was time to perform. They practiced, much like the football teams practice before a game. So I want to tell you that practice pays. Practice pays. Practice pays. Most loan officers wait until they're in the conversation and just kind of wing it. And I used to do the same thing, right? So I'm not trying to do a holier than thou. I've done the same thing until I learned that practice pays. And when people are trying to wing it, that's exactly why they stumble over words, sound unsure, frankly, resulting in missed opportunities. And they don't ask for the next step because they feel like they're kind of bumbling through it and they're winging it, which is what they're doing. And again, it's what I used to do. And my guess is what Kelly and Paulina and Kim and Christine and Laura and Tim used to do. I can't speak for them, but likely what they did if they're normal before they started this thing called Dialed In where we practice it. Hey there. Hey, if you're loving the tips so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button right down there and then tap the little bell so that you never miss out on more free, cool tips coming your way. Also, I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment beneath there. Let me know what you think or tell me what you'd like to hear next. And when you practice first, something changes. I have found that I stop sounding like I'm trying to remember what to say because I practice it, right? And I start, or you start, they started sounding more professional. Why? Because they practiced it, right? And understand that the conversation that you practice today turns into the paycheck that you cash next week, right? That's just simply how it works. So role playing isn't cute, it's profitable. I know I've always felt kind of weird when I'm role playing, but it's very, very, very profitable, right? Getting those conversations down before we speak to the first customer. And I can tell you right now that the loan officers who are consistently winning aren't doing something magical. They don't have magic beans. They don't have some secret lead source. They don't have some secret follow up source. They're simply just doing the basics at a level most people won't. That's it. That's how it works. Just as simple as that. Hey, if you're listening today for our members, make sure you're on Dialed In on Mondays. In fact, As I'm recording this, it starts in 10 minutes. That's what got me thinking about this. Over here at the little guest house on my property, I come here from time to time and do a little work. I'm downstairs working, get an idea. I've come up here, recorded a podcast. So I think this is number 2 for the day that I'm doing. I don't know, just doing a lot of pondering here. But anyway, if you're a member, make sure that you're on dialed in every Monday from 2 to 3. And yes, we put up the recordings. It's not the same though. On the role playing, you gotta be there, right? You gotta be there. If you're not a member, but you're ready to stop winging it and start winning it, go to getmoreloans.com and tell them that you want to get dialed in, or at least just like you just want to see what it looks like. Just say, hey, kind of walk me through all this stuff, like a strategy call, whatever. But just say, hey, you know what? Just walk me through and show me what all is in here and show me what I might be missing, and then I'll make a decision if I'm going to do something out. Not a sales call. Just tell them, hey, walk me around and show me everything that the members get. But when you do that, pay particularly close attention to the dialed in, or ask them, hey, tell me a bit more about how this dialed in works. So getmoreloans.com. And when you do that, we'll show you what it looks like and how to get access and show you what you might have been missing. So anyway, yeah, somebody really smart told me one time, hey Carl, before you decide, why don't you take a look at what you're deciding at? It's not, remember that old show, Let's Make a Deal? You had to guess what was behind the door. Well, what if you could look behind the door and then make a decision? We call that an informed decision, right? So make informed decisions. Don't just gut check, like, I think this is right, when you don't even know what's inside. So take a peek inside. Getmoreloans.com. Role playing, very, very, very big deal. I love this. It really ramps up the confidence. So, all right, I got to go get ready for dialed in myself. So, yeah, I'll talk to you when you call in, and we'll see you on the next episode of Loan Officer Freedom. Thanks again. Bye bye.